think you hit him?
Pretty much neck shot, I thought.
Should be blood.
It felt good, but...
Yeah, it was crashing a lot. Might just dump everything and then just start doing a little circle.
It's the second hunt of the trip. Early morning. The bush is still and quiet. The air cool and damp with late summer mist. Perfect conditions for red deer movement. Corin now carries the rifle. They're heading back into the thick native forest, up another familiar trail. This route takes them through multiple feeding areas and gullies, a place they have hunted many times and had many encounters with red deer. After the success of the last hunt,
Perfect spot.
He's a good fit stag.
they move with quiet confidence, but they know better than to take anything for granted. It's a classic stalk in this remote country, patient, deliberate, and never guaranteed.
Kind of drawn to this.
Yeah, beating here out there, beating here. They'll definitely be out there.
That one's going to be swirling, but
yeah, so that's our primary area.
In this series, we follow two brothers, Corin and Suresh, as they venture deep into this stunning ancient rainforest for 4 weeks of remote hunting. Chasing enough red deer meat to fill the freezer and living out what it really means to bring home wild meat the hard way.
no, I don't know if that wind's good enough.
Oh, it's right behind us. It's crosswind, isn't it? Yeah.
Swirling wind is every hunter's nightmare in thick woods like this. Instead of blowing steadily from one direction, the air twists and circles, moving uphill one moment, then downhill the next, sometimes spinning in eddies. For the brothers, this means their scent can be carried straight toward the deer no matter which way they face. One wrong swirl and the deer will smell them long before they ever get close. Out here, the wind doesn't just affect the hunt, it controls it. And for that reason, the brothers decide to move on. They leave the lower ground behind and start climbing the gully, heading higher toward the prime feeding area on the hill. The terrace above them usually offers a strong deer trail, with the wind in their favor. Their plan once they reach the terrace is to scout it out for a good 20 minutes, watching the area carefully.
Yeah, I'd give it some 20 more minutes here and then if you want to go up there and move up.
It's definitely a well-used feed area.
That's what you want to look for though.
Up on the terrace, the story changes. There's a noticeable amount of fresh sign, prints, droppings, and rubs. They keep moving through the area, scanning the ground and the timber ahead. Before long, they pick up a clear set of fresh tracks leading straight into the major gully.
These are fresh. They're all going up. So you probably do actually need to go this way.
Yeah.
Kind of have to go this way and then tack back. Kind of seems like the area you'd want to sit at.
Yeah, this looks a lot more like the area we seen deer.
It's possible I heard a bit of shuffling up here.
You say you heard some?
Yeah, possibly.
How did it get us from up there?
Wind.
Oh, okay.
The swirling wind has carried their scent straight to a bedded deer somewhere above them. A sharp, explosive bark suddenly cuts through the woods. Red deer use this distinctive alarm call when they've detected something suspicious, but aren't quite sure what it is. It's a loud, single, or repeated bark, almost like a sudden cough or a dog's sharp warning. The sound serves two purposes. It alerts other deer in the area that danger may be close, and it often forces whatever startled them to move or reveal its position. In the thick New Zealand forest, it's one of the most common ways a hunter knows he's been made. The brothers decide to keep moving and come across a new set of fresh deer prints.
I think there's definitely a solid trail up there. But all this, yeah, it's pretty feet here. I'll just keep filling this up a little bit if the wind's on it. Yeah.
With some fresh sign appearing and the breeze still working against them in the gully, the brothers decide to change their plan. They leave the gully behind and start gaining elevation. Daylight is brightening now, the golden light pushing deeper into the forest. But with elevation comes a new set of obstacles. The conditions are much drier up here, and the ridge is thick with noisy crown fern. It's one of the few native plants that red deer usually avoid because of its bitter tannins, and therefore it grows in dense, waist-high colonies. Step by step, they push up the ridge, coming across more and more fresh sign, deeper prints, recent rubs, and droppings still dark.
Definitely smelt a deer somewhere over here.
There's more sign definitely around here.
As they gain height, the forest begins to open up. At every small feeding area they stop, settle in, and simply watch the ground ahead, hoping to catch a red deer still on the move. It's now around midday, and their hopes of intercepting a deer still moving are fading fast. The forest feels heavy and quiet, almost asleep in the bright light. Then, a slight movement in a patch of crown fern catches their eye.
Where is it? Not too sure. It'll move again. There's a hind.
Can you see it?
It's still there. Same spot.
Rifle up, they spot a very cautious hind, half hidden in the undergrowth. Not the animal they're after. They decide to leave her be. After a few tense moments, she catches their wind and spooks away with a sharp bark. It's now well past midday. The forest has gone silent. The best window for catching deer on the move feels like it has already closed. After the bark, the brothers are feeling the weight of the morning. It's now past 1 in the afternoon. Fatigue is setting in, and the hunt feels like it's over. They decide to straight line it out, crashing down through the woods toward the bottom of the ridge. Standing at the bottom feed area, it all happened in a heartbeat. A young spiker suddenly popped its head and neck up from behind a log, only meters away. It caught them completely off guard. They expected it to bolt, but the deer just stood there, staring. Corin took a quick neck shot. An hour of searching followed. No blood, no hair, no sign of a hit.
That's the only scenario where you see a deer. It's like it's just milling around.
Why is it always a stomp back out that gets you? Even when you go, we're going to see a deer and we're going to rest, we stomp back out again. And that's when we always see the deer.
Just trying to fumble to get the camera on. I couldn't even get it on in time.
I thought it was going to just sprint.
Yeah, that's why I just didn't want to move too much. You ducked down, I just sort of froze there.
But it stayed there and I was like, ooh, okay. Even went through the whole motion of it's still there. Take your time.
Yeah.
Have a look around. Make sure you get around that tree.
I mean, you can just pull the shot as well.
Yeah, well, that's true. Probably more pissed that I thought it was a good shot.
Nah, I'd say it's a pretty safe animal. It's good.
Oh well. I'd say it's very well missed deer.
It was one of those moments that sting. After hours of slow, meticulous stalking, the forest had handed them a gift. A young stag presented at close range after all that hard work. And yet, in that moment, fatigue and the chaos of that split second got the better of them. The shot went wide, and as every hunter knows, a missed shot is the next best outcome. The deer walked away unharmed. Nature has a way of balancing out the odds. One deer in the freezer from the first morning, and a clear lesson on the second. Drop your guard for even a moment, and the grind reasserts itself. As they turned back toward camp, the weather was beginning to shift. Clouds were building, the wind changing direction, and with it, the rhythm of the forest.
It was literally 2 meters in front of me.
What's it?
It was 2 meters in front of me rubbing his velvet. And
Oh shit.
I just sort of, what the?
The real hunt is just getting started.